Hello guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome to another video nasty review. We are slowly getting through them, aren't we? Tonight we're looking at my recent purchase, and it's the Italian collection of Night Train Murders. Now this is a 1970s film, and this is number one in the Italian collection, but this is a new release of that number one. So we'll go through the special features first before we talk about the film. It contains a new Blu-ray, the new 4K remaster in the original negative, presented in high definition. It's got 2.0 monos, soundtrack in English and Italian. We have an audio commentary with Italian cinema expert Eugene and Dr. Maurice Sternegger. We have Class and Carriage, Violence, an interview with director Ado Lado, Lado is the director of the film. A Lady Above Suspicion, an interview with actress Marcia Merrill. Now, the character she plays in the film is called the Lady on the Train. All About Lado, a career retrospective, the most heinous of crimes, a brief introduction to Italian rape and revenge films, featuring Ruggero Deodato. We have A Train of Thought, a video essay by Mike Foster, On the Brink of Anarchy, the Sex and Power of Night Train Murders by Andy Marshall Roberts, Late Night Train Murders, interview with expert Stephen Thrower, Strangers on the Late Night Train, an interview with actress Irene Miracle, Further Adventures in Italy with Irene Miracle, Last Stop on the Night Train trailer. It's got the trailers in English and Italian, and a still gallery. Now this is a very depressing and disturbing film. It's along the lines of Last House on the Left and I Spit on Your Grave. It's a rape revenge film, and it's based on these two young girls. One's called Margaret and her friend. It's based at Christmas time. It's a Christmas horror film, and they live in Germany, and they're going to be travelling on the train to Italy to visit Margaret's father for Christmas. And he's like a surgeon who's a well-known surgeon in Italy, and they're going to visit him for Christmas. And they're very excited about it. We see them sort of preparing for it, and with the mother of Margaret and stuff like this, because they're obviously separated. And they're very excited about going, and they get a lift to the station, and they go about on their train. Now, at the beginning of the film, we get sort of different shots of this German town, and we see these two idiots that are causing problems, robbing people and sort of like stuff like this. And their names is Blackie and Curly, and they are our villains of the film. And they're just arseholes throughout the whole film. And they're causing havoc here in Germany, and they go a bit too far and they get chased by the police. And they run into the train station and onto the train that Margaret and that is on. And once they're on the train, they start causing problems on there. We meet all different characters on the train. We meet the lady on the train. We meet all these sort of priests that are on the train. We see all these little families and stuff. It's a busy service because it's Christmas time. And our two girls are standing outside by the toilet area because they've got nowhere to sit. And Curly and Blackie make all their way up the train, causing problems to everybody. And then eventually they arrive at our girls because they're running their way through the train because the ticket inspector's coming through and they don't have tickets. They hide in the toilet with one of the girls, Margaret's friend. And so when they check the tickets, Margaret says, "Oh, my friend's in the toilet." And the inspector tries to open the door. He goes, "Oh, please, I'm on the toilet." And she shows her 2 tickets. He goes, "Okay." He doesn't know that the 2 guys are in the toilet with her. And they sort of come onto her a little bit in the toilet. Not too much at the moment. And then, so they come out and they go off causing more havoc. And one of them sees the lady on the train. And they should call this the smoke train, because everyone on it is smoking. It's vile. Anyway, the lady on the train comes out and she wants to go to the toilet. She makes her way to the toilet, and Blackie gets in the toilet with her, and then they start making out. I think this woman, we didn't sort of realise that she knows these guys, or she's perverted, and they start making out and stuff. And the 2 girls are getting really worried, and the train is stopped at a station by the local sort of authorities and army because they think there's a bomb on board. So our 2 girls leave the train to join another train that's going to leave a bit later. So you think, thank God they're going to be safe. But they're not, because they join this train, and so do Blackie and Curly and the lady on the train who's now joined up with them 2. And these 2 girls are in like an old school sort of cabinet on their own. And then these 3 come in and they start hounding them. And sort of like getting them to do sexual favours for them. And this is how the film sort of plays out. Then it goes down the line of rape and murder. And then we get to the revenge part of the film. So that's all I'm going to tell you the synopsis. It's not an easy watch. If you don't like Last House on the Left, you won't enjoy this. If you did enjoy Last House on the Left, you probably will enjoy it. The pluses of this edition, the 4K transfer does look really, really nice. There's a lot of blues in this film because it's sort of shot at night and it's supposed to be really dark to sort of hide a lot of the wrongdoings that they're doing. It's a nasty film. It's very quite violent in areas. It can be a little bit of a slow burn to start with, but it doesn't take long to become a sort of vile, horrible film to watch. I'm going to score this an amazing watch and give it an 8 out of 10. I can't give it a 9 or a 10 because of the content. I mean, I love my video nasties, but rape ones are not up there for my favourite sort of video nasties. I did review I Spit on Your Grave on my channel. I haven't reviewed Last House on the Left yet. It is on my radar to do, but it's just horrible, and it's you feel so bad for these girls, just like you do in Last House on the Left. Like I said, the pluses of this edition, it looks lovely and wonderful, a wonderful picture, and it is a really good film. It's really well acted, really convincingly acted. The 2 Herberts are horrible. They really play the part well because you hate them. You hate them from the minute you see them. And these poor girls, you think, why the family letting these travel back in these days? The world, I don't know. I don't know, because there's a lot of tension in Europe at this time because it was still in the time where the West and East Germany were separate. And so there was a lot of sort of tension going around. Like you'll see a few times in this film where the train gets stopped and it's checked by police for people's passports and stuff like this. And these poor girls are suffering from these 2 Herberts and now the lady on the train who seems to be eager and pushing them off. And these poor girls have a horrendous time. That's all I can really tell you about it. But there we go. Night Train Murders, 8 out of 10. Any of you guys seen it? If you have, let me know down below. It is a great video nasty because it's a serious dark film and it's quite well acted and it's shot really well. So when it comes to that, when you see Last House on the Left, it's got a very sort of cine camera sort of portrayal in a lot of areas. So it looks like they're just filming it like on those old cine cameras, but this is like a full budget with Dario Argento images in the sense of the blue colors and all this sort of thing. Like you'll get complete shot when it's blue, and you think, wow, that looks stunning. And it is a really good transfer. It's really cool, and I'm so chuffed to finally get this in my collection on Blu-ray. I do have it on DVD in a Video Nasty box set by Shameless with The Killer Nun and um, what's the other? Torso. But yeah, this is awesome. If you don't know what Video Nasties are, if you've been under a rock, they are films that were banned in the UK in when VHS films started to become a home entertainment source. Before it was all cinema, there wasn't videos or anything like that. But then when it did, there was no classification. So anyone could pick up all these sort of films. And these countries like Italy were making cheap, horrific horror films. So people were watching this, kids were watching it, so they brought in the ban, and a lot of them were prosecuted and burnt and stuff like this just to get rid of them in the shop. And it was a difficult era because it was at my youth time, so everyone could see them because everyone had that video library case with a couple of Video Nasties on one tape. I used to see them all. I used to have friends of the family used to go and visit, and they always managed to get hold of things like Evil Dead, Spit on Your Grave, and stuff that we couldn't get anywhere. So it was great, and it always reminds me back then of that time, and it really helped me fall in love with film. If you're interested in finding out history of Video Nasty, there's a great DVD box set available called Video Nasties, a Definitive Collection. This is a 3-disc set. It's over 13 hours of Video Nasty goodness on it. And it's documentaries, it's trailers, and it's all this sort of thing, poster art of all this sort of Video Nasty. So if you're really into it, check this out. It's really cool. Anyway, guys, till my next video, check out some horror channels. Check out Horror Hands, Horror Geek, Man v Film, Oris Design, Pizzawell. I'm Icelord, Cat Watches Horror Movies, Grumpy Andrews, Horror House, and The Maniac. And a massive shout out to my lad. Till next time, look after yourselves. Look after one another, and I really hope I'll see you all soon.